to the Kanya Lagna or Virgo. So Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury, and Virgo rising or Virgo Lagna, they tend to have dark hair. They can have dark or blue eyes. They are quiet. They're modest. They also can be a bit nervous. They could have a lot of concentration on health issues. Some of them are a lot of involved in health practitioners or service-oriented sort of roles. It is connected to the natural. It's the natural ruler of the 6th house, and the 6th house is all about disease. It's about service. It's about you being. It's also about your known enemies. So very, very sensitive Virgos. And they tend to be very detail orientated. They can either be super sloppy or super methodical.
Definitely. So the Virgo Ascendant, the Virgo Lagna, is very good discriminating, although they may come across very fussy indeed. Now this is a sign which is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury, planets like Mercury obviously become very auspicious for people who are Virgo rising, because Mercury is going to rule the ascendant, of course, but it's also going to rule the 10th house, and the 10th house is connected with career, the public image, so these two houses become very, very strong for Mercury also as well. Also planets like Saturn, because Saturn also is going to rule the 5th house and also the 6th house too, but the 5th house again is the house of gifts, it's the house of talents, it's the house of progeny. So people who are Virgo rising, Saturn becomes a very, very strong and a very, very good auspicious planet for them also as well. Planets that may have difficulty for people who are Virgo rising are planets like the moon, planets like, because the moon will automatically rule the 11th house, and Mars also as well is also quite difficult also as well, because Mars is going to rule the 3rd house, and like I was saying, the 3rd house is where that self-development, self-improvement is constantly there. So Mars ruling the 3rd house is always going to need to come under scrutiny. It's something that person always needs to perfect. And also as well, remember we said earlier on about when it was Aries rising, we saw the changes because of Mercury quite strong in the chart as well. And we know that Mercury and Mars, one is a fighter, one is very impulsive, whereas Mercury, which is a very good thinker, that's why people who are Virgo rising very often are very good thinkers. Very often they can be a conflict, so they may be very good thinkers, but the need for them to go out and go and get something may be something that they have difficulties with too. So Jupiter also as well becomes a very, very difficult planet for also people who are Virgo rising also as well, because Jupiter is going to rule the 7th house, which is the house of relationships. So this can be a very, very difficult house for people again who are Virgo rising also. The 4th house. The 4th house again is to do with education, is to do with the foundations, but Jupiter, as we know, is is a planet that is connected with travel. He likes to fertilize, he likes to grow, so he can also bring some difficulties also in these particular houses as well.